know, that could be a good thing. After I've seen this trailer, you know, I don't really have any doubts anymore. So all we can do is hope and see.
Alright, next up. What else we got?
PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, or to some
Oh yeah,
people,
not to mention it'll also be released on Vita.
yeah,
You mean Sony Smash Brothers, right?
yeah, Super Smash Bros.
Yeah, Sony Smash Brothers.
And now it's like the thing is, I'm gonna start by saying that if anybody tries to hide the fact that this is nothing more than a copy, then you know, I'm sorry. Then you're just obviously not cool with me. I'm sorry, but it's a copy, but that doesn't make it a bad thing, because this is pretty much awesome compared to all the characters they're gonna put in it and stuff like that.
But then again, D, if you look at the Nintendo fans, it's gonna be like it's a bad thing because we came up with the idea first, Super Smash Bros. It's not a bad
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
yeah. See, the thing is, what people fail to realize is that this like there's nothing 100% original anymore. There is always going to be some kind of, you know, game that's or thing that's similar to that.
Devil May Cry,
You know,
God of War.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like if
The
you
hack and
play,
slash
it's like
genres
you
done to death.
yeah, it's like comparing Super Smash Brothers, the PlayStation All Stars. It's like saying, oh, you know, being on Google is similar to being on Microsoft Internet Explorer. You know, it's two different things. You know, and they all have different experiences. You know, some people like one over the other. So, I think they should just give it a chance.
Yeah, and it also have its own like gameplay mechanics. I mean, in here you don't have like lives. You just get points for each kill you get, and the more points you get, the most points you have in the end of the match, you'll be the winner.
Yeah,
Unlike Smash, where you just got
I'm gonna tell you.
The same thing before.
No, the thing is, Super Smash Brothers had combos. I watched them play on that stage, and it didn't really look like combos to me. It's like I remember they like Sweet Tooth. All you seen Sweet Tooth doing was just throwing bombs, and that's pretty much what the whole set list. They didn't really have anything as far as combos went. I don't know if that's just because they wasn't skilled in the game. It might be the reason. If that's like they're limited to what their moves they have, then it pretty much might not be a good game for me.
I plan on getting this for the Vita. It looks fun, and it also have crossplay.
Yeah, hopefully they have a demo, because technically, after all the buzz about, oh, this is just another Super Smash Brothers game and all this other stuff, if they have a demo where people can try it out for themselves, then they'll get their own thoughts about it. You know, it'll be easier that way instead of just waiting. And then they're not going to buy an entire game if they can just, you know, have the same experience for a game they already, you know, exists. So if they give them a chance to let them know that, you know, this is different. This is different in some way. Then, yeah, I think it'll work out. Okay, so the next game that was announced was SAS Creed Liberation for the Vita. And it was bundled with a new crystal white PS Vita. And they didn't really,
very impressive looking Vita.
The crystal white one looks okay, but it reminds me of the silver PSP.
I think it was just like a gimmick. I don't really. It's like they made a new Vita, but
remember
it's like
remember the red God of War PSP?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, gimmicks. It's like they always had, like they'll show like a game, but it seemed like the thing was, at the time when the God of War PSP was announced, PSP already had a big lineup. Vita's lineup is still very, very minor. It's like they're not
you
games.
could say.
It's not really games that makes people want to buy a $250 handheld, and they don't plan on lowering the price. I mean, 3DS lowered the price and still pumping out games like nobody's business. So it was like Vita just need to, you know, be able to pick up some new IPs. That's what I feel. Okay, but they also announced something else. They it's like they only announced 2 Vita games, and they also announced Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified, but there was nothing revealed about it. It was just a picture. So that pretty much tells me that it probably won't be ran by Treyarch. I think it'll probably be ran by some third-party developer or something like that. You know, pretty much similar to how the people who make the God of War handhelds and the Assassin's Creed handhelds ain't Ubisoft or whatever the case may be. But then after that, they showed some Assassin's Creed 3 gameplay for the naval
Which
battle.
looked awesome. That naval warfare was really, really awesome.
It just seems like it put so much in this game. I don't see how. There's no reason for us to go to another generation. After I seen this game, I feel like we haven't hit our breaking point yet. We haven't hit it. It's like, so far, everything I've seen about Assassin's Creed 3 seems like massive. Like, compared to Assassin's Creed 2. You know how, like, if people who play Assassin's Creed 1 didn't like it or it wasn't as good, but then when they play Assassin's Creed 2, then they got hooked on the series. That's pretty much what it seems like this game is going to do. It seems like it's going to break barriers. That's what I feel.
Wait, this game's gonna be on the Wii U, right?
Yeah, it's going to be on the Wii U too. I seen the gameplay for the Wii U, and I swear it looked just as good as the PS3 and 360 to me. Or if not, it was like the texture was just a little bit down. I guess it was just because of the quality of the YouTube video I seen, but it still ran pretty smooth. The combat and all the other stuff, and the running up on trees and all that, it still had all that. So I don't really think you'll be taking out experience no matter what you play it on.
What's the
Okay.
next game?
Okay.
All right, what's next?
Guess what's next? We got the Wonderbook. The Wonderbook.
The Wonderbook.
Yeah,
Now-
let's
About
go.
40
Go Red
minutes
Riding
into the
Hood, guys.
conference.
As y'all can obviously see from this picture here, this doesn't appeal to any of us. But I gotta say, it's still interesting tech. But the thing about PlayStation is that they always unveil interesting tech that should have been unveiled ages ago. But that's just me. Like the PlayStation Move, outdated. The
Remember the
Wonderbook,
iToy?
yeah, the iToy. I think it's just gimmicks. I think they're trying to push augmented reality like they did on the Vita and stuff like that. But I don't think they're gonna. I think they're gonna drop it just as much as they did the PlayStation Move. Like the PlayStation Move doesn't get much speed and news and talk about. I feel like
PlayStation Move.
that's what the augmented reality is going to do. I think it's going to be put in the background in the future. But then they announced the first game that's coming out for the Wonderbook, which is called Book of Spells, which is supposed to be made by J.K. Rowling of the Harry Potter books and stuff.
Oh god.
And I think this demo took like a little too much time on their hands. Like they pretty much made this the entire premise of the show.
How long was the demo?
They showed this demo. I think it was at least a good 15 minutes, if not more. And I guess it was kind of cool, but I don't think it's something that would appeal to anybody over the age of 7. To be honest with
So
you.
that's 7 to 12 range, right?
Yeah, I feel like it would be a good game for like elementary kids as far as, you know, being able to play with a book that they can actually be a part of. I mean, that'll keep their attention, and I feel like that would be some good tech for the kids of the day, because that's pretty much video games is what cloud their minds now.
Yeah, this could also be the start of something new for the PlayStation Move.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
it's just for kids. It's a kids thing.
yeah. I feel like as far as the PlayStation Move, they said they were going to try to make the PlayStation Move appeal to hardcore and casual gamers. I feel like they should just push back and make it more casual. I think it'll work as casual because it's
I remember when they released No More Heroes for the Move.
yeah, I didn't get to try that, but I tried the Fight Lights Out and Killzone 3. Those worked pretty well, but it doesn't seem like something hardcore gamers would spend money on. It's pretty much like it feels like you'll get more for your money if you just keep placing your move in the casual market. But yeah, that's just me. Okay, our next title is God of War Ascension.
Here we go, another prequel, guys.
Another prequel.
But the
I hear
thing
you like
is,
prequels, so I put a prequel in your prequel.
but the thing was, God of War Ascension is the only prequel that's actually on the PS3. Because usually all the prequels was on the PSP.
Chains of Olympus.
Yeah, I thought
Ghost of
it would.
Sparta.
I thought it would make sense if they put like the prequel on the Vita or something. But you know, that's just me. But actually I seen the demo and it looks really impressive. The thing I don't get about
Yeah, the gameplay for me looks smooth.
Yeah, the thing I don't get right is that they have, I guess the prequel, like people only want to play a new God of War game for new stuff. But how does the younger Kratos be able to pick up enemy weapons and do all this freeze time and rewind time stuff, and the older Kratos don't know what this stuff is? Like it feels like it's out. It's like it's unmatched.
Time paradox.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't tell me that the old God of War didn't know how to use the enemy's weapons, but the younger Kratos could do this with ease. Like it just doesn't make sense.
You're gonna have to figure this out in God of War 4.
Yeah, God of War 4. I hope that brings it to the table. And yes, there will be a God of War 4. I can bet my word on that. There's gonna be a God of War 4. Okay, and then I'm gonna tell you right now, all the announced games, like pretty much was short, and this is going to be the last game. And there's The Last of Us.
Oh.
This game right here sold the entire show. I don't care what anybody says. This game sold the entire show. God of War Ascension, Book of Spells, all that crap had nothing on this. I feel like this is way more immersive, and
it brings the survival horror genre back.
Yeah, and then I seen the gameplay, and it seems like the AI is smart. It feels like you grabbed one of the enemies, and then the AI responded to that. He tried not to shoot just to see if you'll let him go and stuff like that. And then we aimed the gun, he ran away, and then it was like when you run out of ammo and he shot the gun. He said he heard the click, and he said now you know that he didn't have no ammo. And even your co-op partner, which is what's her name? I forgot her name, but it's like she actually helps you out. Like it's like she seems more like the type of stuff that every AI co-op partner should have. Like no other game does this. And they said it wasn't scripted. They said she pretty much will help you in any given situation, and that's amazing to me. And being that this is Naughty Dog's first rated M game, I'm definitely getting it.
Watch there be like
Do that. And also before we finish with Sony's
in
conference, we also got really quick DMC and Ni no Kuni. Really good games coming up.
Ni no Kuni was the PS3 exclusive, but
I think another game that shown was this Virtual Fighter 5.
yeah.
What is it now? Darksiders 2. And that was basically it. Virtual Fighter, I think this fighting game is gonna be for the people who hate projectile spam.
Hold up, y'all. We got one more conference.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah.
We have to talk about good old Nintendo.
Sega!
Okay, it's like they bust out the doors and they unveiled Pikmin 3.
Oh.
And what I feel like this is too behind its time. Like, I feel like Pikmin 3 should stayed its classics, where it was at. But I don't know. How do y'all feel about it? I mean, it looked graphically good, beautiful, and all that stuff. But I feel like the game doesn't fit what the Wii U is
It's
capable of.
Pikmin is it's now I think it's a Nintendo classic because the first two games were pretty good.
Yeah, it was a good game. It was a good series. But it's like I feel like if I after I've seen it on as far as the Wii U, I've seen the gameplay. I felt like this is not the type of game to like say this is why you should buy a Wii U. You know?
No, it's like a game you wouldn't buy on launch.
Yeah, I feel like that's the thing you always gotta respect about Nintendo. They will always, put out the exclusives that their fans actually adored and or was there for. So, we can always count on that. Then they bust out with the Paper Mario. They had Paper Mario Sticker Star, and I gotta say I haven't played Paper Mario since the 64 times. And
Uh,
I love the game then.
The Paper Mario series, I think, is the one Mario series, especially on the N64, that aged well.
Yeah, it ages well. And I feel like now they involve stickers in this one. It feel like, because usually, it might be more features involved now, than
There
they
has to
now
be more
they.
to the game than just like I know it's called Sticker Star, but there has to be more to the game. There has to be like
Yeah,
something.
I don't like the name as much, but still probably mean a lot. Then they unveiled Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, and I wasn't a big Luigi's Mansion fan, so this is not probably my.
Ghostbusters.
I remember I was watching my cousin play and him sucking up the vampires, ghosts and all that stuff in the vacuums, and that's all I remember. I don't really played it. I haven't really played it, so that's. I probably was the
Another
only
cult
kid.
classic. The first Luigi's Mansion was the GameCube launch, along with Super Mario Sunshine.
Yeah, I haven't. Haven't tried it. I suck, but but still, it depends on. It's like if you're a fan of the series, then yeah, you should definitely consider finding out more about that. They really didn't show anything as much. They showed some few things, showed us like some new features that Luigi can do, but they haven't showed much about the gameplay. So okay, so then they showed like a montage of the 3DS games, and they showed Castlevania Lord of Shadows, Epic
Nice.
Mickey Power of Illusion, and Scribblenauts Unlimited, and Kingdom Hearts 3D.
Yes.
Yeah, and I gotta
I'll
say,
definitely be getting a 3DS for that.
I think
yeah,
that's the
all
only
them
reason why
games.
people will get it for it. Like that's the only reason why people might get a 3DS, either for this, Scribblenauts, or what was the other one you mentioned?
That was okay. It was just Castlevania, Epic Mickey
Yeah,
Power of Illusion.
Castlevania.
Yeah, Castlevania.
I'm
Yeah,
sure it's not hell. I'm sure as hell not buying a 3DS for Epic Mickey. I'm sorry.
I I don't know. Epic Mickey.
Epic
Okay,
Mickey's Epic Mickey. It tries to be Super Mario Sunshine.
it seems like it. Yeah, that's the feeling I got from it when I seen it. And then they have the new one for the consoles, the Power of Two, which is coming out for the Wii U, PS3, 360. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I'm not big.
My one issue with the original Epic Mickey, and hopefully it's not in the newer games, Epic Mickey was too dark.
Yeah, I guess they was trying to give it like an old school Disney flair. That's what it was shooting for. And then like old school Disney flair where they boost color in the world. And that's why it seemed like they had that they're shooting for that tone. It seems like it works for the series, but still, I think it depends on who like that type of game. It don't really appeal to me, but some people might like it. Okay, then they talked about Lego City Undercover, which to me looks like a Lego answer to Grand Theft Auto because it had like a free roam map and you go and do excess missions and stuff like that.
Yeah,
They show cool
it's
stuff you can do
Lego.
with the Wii U controller, as far as
I
scope
know.
out, your suspects and stuff and find clues.
I think
It's
this
an
might
interest.
work.
It look. I
It
I
might
gotta
work
say,
especially for the Wii U.
yeah. I think it is for the Wii, just for the Wii U. I ain't hear nothing about the other systems, but it's like this game is like as far as anything. It probably might be the first Lego game I had bought because I wasn't interested in Lego Batman and all the other stuff, but I might
Lego
actually
Star
want to
Wars.
try this. Yeah, I'm actually want to try this though.
I think the best Lego game was Lego Star Wars. So
Yeah, the only Lego game that I can respect, I don't even think nobody remembers it. It was Lego Island for the PC, and it was like the best Lego game ever because you could ride on skateboards, like
I'm trying to remember.
answers, yeah, answer stuff, ride on cars. I think it was the best Lego game ever made. But
All right,
yeah,
next game.
oh, next game is Just Dance 4.
Is
Now,
this the Wii U's answer to Dance Central 3?
I don't think it's Wii U's answer. 'Cause Just Dance is a multi-platform now, right? They because I mean, Just Dance 3 was on 360 and PS3. I don't see why Just Dance 4 wouldn't be.
So they didn't get Usher.
Nah, they didn't have Usher. They had some people dancing, and then they showed somebody with the Wii U controller, and like he could pick the people's dances. Like he could, like you change the dances up on you, and then pick poses where you have to stop and hold a pose. It seems like more of a party game, and I might not be interested. I might play Dance Central before I play Just Dance. So it's like,
Casual.
yeah, it seems like Dance Central is more connected for dancers than party goers. Okay, then this is the game that makes me interested in the Wii U, and that is Zombie U.
Hmm.
Zombie you.
That
Okay,
looks interesting.
it is very interesting because I seen gameplay, and then when they talked about it, they said this game is going to be put your survival tactics to your limits because it's like you don't have lives and you don't have respawns. If you die, you die. There's no coming back from it. There's like
Resident Evil.
yeah, so it's pretty much you gotta pretty much be careful, it's plan your stuff out, and you know di- think
Like
about different ways to get past the zombies, get all the items. So it's pretty much like it feels more realistic. It seems like it's be the best zombie game in a while, and yeah, I think it'll probably be good.
it
I think
should.
it's pretty much the tactics that Dead Island was going for.
This is gonna be for the Wii U on launch, right?
I didn't hear him say it on launch, but they said that it was gonna come with the Wii U. And then they showed some other stuff about the zombie use. Like you also put your face into the camera, and then it'll like scan your face and then make you look like a zombie or something like that.
Uh,
Like that's a pointless part about the game, but still, it was interesting enough to me. So then Ubisoft came out with a thing where they showed all the games coming out for the
looks
for the
like
Wii U.
Ubisoft is coming out with a lot of games this year.
Yeah, it's like they're showing all the games they were going to have for the Wii U. They had they had the U shape, SAS Creed 3, um, Rabbit's Lands, Just Dance 4, stuff like that. I think the only games out of this list that I was interested in was Assassin's Creed 3, and I almost think Avengers. Cause I think after the movie, I'd pretty much be hyped for any Avengers game. So yeah, I probably want to check that out.
But you know how superhero games usually are, especially after Thor.
Well, that's not entirely true. I mean, take a look at the Amazing Spider-Man. That seemed like it's going to be a different turn. Spider-Man 2
Spider-Man
game was
2.
kind of good. Yeah,
Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2 was good. It seemed like all the new stuff that Amazing Spider-Man's gonna have, like Web Rush and all that stuff, it seems like it's gonna be improved. So why not Avengers?
Hopefully it'd be like around like Web of Shadows, around there, Edge of
Oh,
Time.
oh yeah. Okay. This is the part of Nintendo where it took like a bad turn
Oh
for me.
god.
Now, they showed the Miiverse.
So extra stuff we don't need. Cause like,
The Miiverse is gonna be just like similar to PlayStation Home.
it kind of looks like that. Cause remember how the original we had the Me channel, like you just save your Me
Yeah,
channel.
yeah, I remember that.
I think it's just this is gonna be taking a step forward. Cause look how good the PlayStation Home is.
Yeah, and it's still on beta. It is, right?
I think
Now the Miiverse is gonna be like Nintendo's social network among that.
it definitely looks interesting, but like as D was saying, this is where it got bad for him.
Also, WiiU also showed Tekken Tag Tournament 2 in their conference. Did it?
I think I never really watched most of it. All I know is Tekken Tag 2. Fight. It looks like a fighter. Forget in this game. Like in this case, this looks like a fighter. Like
Yeah, I'll probably
Island
be
Battle.
getting this one.
Yeah.
And that
'Cause
got
I
their
was
own special features for the Wii U, like growing mushrooms and making your enemy smaller by beating them up.
so basically Nintendo's adding their own little touch to it.
Yeah. So was there anything else that Wii U presented in their conference?
Um, that's the thing. No, they didn't present. Super Mario Brothers. Sega. They should. It's basically another rehash. Like, James, what's your
Alright.
take on this?
Well, it seems like mm, another one of the same Mario games, but could possibly be more fun.
I know. Super
I
Mario
guess it
Brothers
has
Wii.
its own new stuff added.
Because the Super Mario Brothers Wii, that was a good game. That looked like fun.
Yeah, I've heard it was tons of fun.
Especially when you get 4 people
Now,
together.